Hey everybody, and thank you so much for checking out this live stream and or VOD. My name is Brian. If you happen to be new around here, we're going for two different things tonight. Namely, we're going to be playing a little bit No Rest for the Wicked, leveling up a character that we know will be set down into the Legacy Realms here just next week for the Breach update. So welcome to the Breach update waiting room. We've got about a week and a little bit, 7 days counting down until the release of the Breach update. It's going to be the biggest update to hit No Rest for the Wicked, and I cannot wait for us all to experience it together. Now, that all being said, tonight is also the night that the Switch 2 pre-orders go on sale, and I hope that I can try and get one. Now, I've made a couple of friendly agreements with other folks that if they're able to get a few and I'm not able to get them, or if I'm able to get a few and they're not able to, we'll be doing some handoffs and some help with that. But all in all, it's going to be interesting to see. Lots of negativity, lots of drama surrounding the Switch 2 stuff online, and it's going to be interesting to see if it ends up being any kind of connected to reality. Because I know for me, I've been looking forward to the Switch 2 for a while. My old Switch is fighting the good fight. It is definitely limping along, and I would prefer not to purchase another Switch original. I'd rather get the upgrade. I can't wait to see how it feels in my hands, and I'm obviously very excited for the fact of Mario Kart, especially with the family. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got Wes hanging out in chat. What's going on, dude? And he's also hanging out in the Discord voice chat. So for those of you who haven't been a part of a live stream in a little while, I always like to run these as little podcasts, letting kind of an open mic call-in show aspect. So if you're part of the Discord, it's free. You can jump in. You can jump into the chill room and come and talk about the things that you want to talk about. You know, we're going to be talking mainly about gaming, but sometimes we delve into all kinds of different topics. But it should be hopefully a welcoming experience for all to join in. Yamron says, I won't be joining. My sister decided to get me sick for Easter. That's a good Easter gift. Well, no worries, man. I hope you start to feel better really, really soon. And Ducky Love says, can't wait for the update. Hey, what's up, Ducky? I don't know if I referenced one of your comments in a recent video because your name does look familiar, so I do apologize. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in, everybody. All right, let's see here. Working on getting my Switch to pre-order locked in. Cool. All right, post. All right, that has been sent. I guess I should probably also notify the Discord. I have not streamed in a while outside of like the podcast. Absolutely wild. All right. Oh, they added in some new filters. This is nice. All right, Ducky Love is the Ducky that I know and have referenced in the video. Live with some No Rest and switch to pre-orders. All right, Sweet Action Jackson. Also glad to know the support, the responsible usage of adhesives. Also glad to know I support the responsible use. All right, you got to give me some context on that. We're bringing in Discord. We got Wes here. How you been, bud? Let's see here. 1 second.
Well, not so bad. How about yourself?
Dude, honestly, like I really enjoyed my time away. Like I feel like that was like I'm more thrilled than ever for video games right now and for just life, man. It's like I was I don't know if y'all have been checking out.
Hold on just a sec.
Okay, good. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know if anybody's checked out the Oblivion remake. I refuse to call it a remaster. I on principle. But the Oblivion remake is phenomenal. Absolutely. Like I loved Oblivion. I know Skyrim is so very popular, but I think for me, I don't know, there was something about it that I was like, I just vibed more with Oblivion. All right. Oh, boop, boop, boop. What's going on, GT James? How you been, bud?
Twitch, but not.
Is YouTube being weird again?
Not.
Folks on YouTube, what?
Well, I can hear you through the stream, but not through Discord.
Weird. Let me check my sound settings here on Discord. And voice and video. Okay, that's why. There we go. Test.
There you are.
and we'll drop you guys into, yeah. So I don't know why, but man, I tell you 100% Windows, anytime there's like a Windows update, it's like, hey, we went ahead and just restructured all your audio inputs to be something different. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I did not need that. All right, we're gonna knock out some challenges. We are still on our way. Let's see here, as challenges, bounty hunting. I already knocked out the week. When pigs fall, bloody business. I'll go. Let's see, nameless pass, dirty work. All right, and yeah, we're gonna plug away on some stuff. Might switch over to run some Crucible stuff tonight as well. Just trying to get any and all experience as possible. Sponge, hey, what's up, man? Says, don't lie, Microsoft knows you want and need. Like, oh, did you need to spend? It always gets me. Dude, you've been on meetings and calls with me where it's like, oh, I don't know why Teams decided it was going to use a random microphone that isn't even turned on. Thanks, Microsoft. Oh, man, dude. Let's go. Former D4 player all in on Wicked, dude. Dude, that's the thing. Also, I saw somebody, like, there's been a lot of, like, obviously the lack of content updates has not, like, helped. There's plenty of people in the community who's just, like, hungry for content, but I'm seeing more and more positive stuff now out on the YouTube side of things. So that's really exciting to see, because, like, I think it's just a matter of, like, you got to understand what you're getting into with early access. Oh yeah, dude. The only downside about this build right now, and I gotta find a better, like, let me just pull up my inventory just so y'all can see. It's this, I gotta find a better piece for my body, and I want to try to keep that weight down and go from there. Namely because the stamina loss on damage taken is just so freaking brutal. And then I keep just getting like heavy armor pieces that I don't want to take. And even though I can like re-roll those. So we're on the hunt for better body pieces on this build, which will expire as of the 30th, because we're going to be doing and running a whole new build, whole new realm. And I can't wait to see how that magic feels. From the trailer alone, the new magic they were showing off looks great. All right. Actually, I want to move a little something over here. It says, your hat says glue. Oh, I got you. So what that means, actually, it's like on the back of the hat. It does say glue, but it's like God, love, unity. That's what it like represents or something like that. And I was like, oh, I like that. Lauderdale University. Oh man, I should have not told you guys what it actually said on the back of the hat. And we should have done some kind of poll or something like that. That would have been fun. Hindsight 2020. I'm going to try to come up with different hats with random letters, and we're going to have to guess what they represent. Welcome. Now we're all in IT. Now we're all in dev. We're going to just acronym this up. Oh no. What? Something needs repairs. I probably should go repair. Not be an idiot. Oh, the goat's pissed. There he is. Sit down, goat boy. Oh, Samsonite. That was way off. So, Steve, I'm curious about your time with Diablo 4. Like, how deep did you get into the weeds of that game? Was there a specific season that kind of did it for you? The reason I also kind of I was kind of going off on a tangent for a minute, but I've seen people saying like, this game is what PoE 2 wishes it was, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like I've enjoyed my time with PoE 2, but this game I think is absolutely something special. It's just got something. It's got the magic, you know. So Wes, what have you been up to? What have you been playing, man?
Oh, I barely have time to play much of anything, to be honest.
Dude, that is such a true statement. Like that I feel that so much. I was
it's like, yeah, I get the day done and it says, okay, I want to play, and then the body says, nope, you go sleep now.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah, and I'm like, well, and if it, man, I tell you, the positive with Lamatad and Hogue Law's like stroke, I was like, that completely changed my life. I was like, 9 o'clock, I'm in bed. Tonight's an exception, so these will be exceptions rather than the rules. Tonight's an exception, namely because the Switch 2 goes pre-orders go live at 11 p.m. CST. So I'm gonna hopefully get one of those, and if I do, then it's off to bed. If not, maybe some tears. Who knows? I had a Switch OLED and I loved that thing. It was so good. And then we went on a trip and my son got sick, car sick, and he ended up throwing up on it. So it doesn't work. Oh, no. And then they've lost it. So it's somewhere in the house and we can't find it. And it doesn't have the Joy-Cons attached. So it's just the screen somewhere floating around. So I'm looking forward to kind of refreshing my technology. As much as I am a Nintendo fanboy, I guarantee you though, I really wish there was just a straight up Switch that wasn't a screen that I could just hook up to a TV and set it and forget it, because the portability nature of it, like, it's genius from a like, yeah, these things gonna break. Yeah, you got kids. Well, guess what? You got multiple Switches. You know.
Yeah, it's not quite entirely kid proof.
It is not
on the younger side.
Yeah. Well, and with like it's funny because like they were like, didn't we have like a yellow Switch? And I go, yeah. And then Izzy dropped that, threw it into the bathtub, and it, it don't work no more. What's up, RSJ? How you doing, man? Happy April, happy Easter, everybody. We're getting ready to.
Back.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I tell you, like, it's been something every Lent. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just like take a really long break, just like, and it's not just the playing of games, because I've given up playing games as a content creator during Lent, but it's the consumption of the video game news. And I tell you, coming back, like, there's some, like, it's really refreshing. It's kind of funny because it's like, I see a lot of negativity online and I just can't resonate with it because I'm just like, oh my gosh, guys, have you played this game? Like, I look at my game library and I'm like, this is enjoyable. And so I've been sitting back, typically at the end of my workday, just hanging out with the kids. We've done two things. I've been playing right now this week a little bit of Oblivion. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing the Claire Obsidian Expedition 33. I've been looking forward to that game for a while. But then I got, like, they had a free trial for this, I don't know, extra service on Amazon Prime that has Father Dowling Mysteries. And I don't know if there's any of you guys out there that grew up watching that show, but I've been having fun watching that with my kids, because it's been decades. It's been decades. BritBox? What's BritBox? Well, it's interesting, right? So, like, in terms of like Gamergate, right? Gamergate, big 2024 thing. Now it's interesting because basically, and I would agree with this, and you can disagree, but Gamergate 2.0 really has been victorious. They a lot of the things that they were wanting, they've gotten. However, as with any movement, it's gotten to a point where now you see a lot more infighting. Now you see more like factioning of it, and then some of it is just getting legit absurd, where it's like, all right, guys, like, yeah, we're all excited about Oblivion. Why we like, if you want to make it a thing, that's fine, but just know that not everybody's going to be on board. It's like, and so, yeah, humanity, dude, humanity.
It's almost like if you take any kind of position or take any kind of brain's not thinking of the right word, but like, take the Gamergate philosophy, and then eventually they'll take it to the extreme.
Well, every side like does, right? Like, that's where it's like, well, as soon as you start seeing any side saying like, here's our test, our purity test, then all of a sudden that's when you know that any side's it's going to be in decline, because it's going to be, a moving target that can't be hit, just like that guy, how I missed him like so many times. But yeah, when people start purity testing, when they were saying that, like, oh, we can't let the Christians in, it's like, interesting. It's like, all right, guys, let's Good luck. Oh man. Where am I going anyway? Like, I know I'm supposed to hit the map. Okay, I guess it's somewhere up in that area. Maybe I'll go back down. BritBox is like all the British television shows. I don't... it's just British... What do you mean like all the British television shows? The one show I know we watch religiously is Taskmaster. Which is absolutely delightful. See if I can't get another level here. Got a little bit more experience to grab. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Yemen. Okay, so it's a service for shows, for British shows. All right, 1 second. Got to knock on the door. One second. Got to do a few tuck-ins. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Netflix for British shows. Got it.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Turn that down a little bit.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm not going to select on what I want to sub to because it's getting too pricey.
Well, dude, like I was sitting here prior to going on my Lenten fast, was like flirting with the sub button for Final Fantasy 11. I was like, and then I was like, man, when am I gonna even? I got it installed. It's up to date. It's ready to go. I just need to pay that sub. And then they announced the semi-discounted, briefly discounted cross sub for 11 and 14, and I was like, not good enough, guys. Like, I would prefer just one sub, but if you can't do that, it's got to be like just make it a permanent thing, you know, instead of the you know, like what do I pay as a legacy? I pay 10, charge me 15, give me both games, and that's going to be a sub that I'm going to keep on. But it, you know, as someone who's not playing Final Fantasy 14 right now, like honestly, like if they had the one sub that allowed me to do both, like I'd probably do some grinding on some of my other jobs. Like I feel the itch to play Final Fantasy 14 every now and then, you know, just to kind of level, do some PvP, you know.
Yeah.
I really want to check out some of the expedition stuff that they've got, you know, rocking and rolling. It seems really exciting. Like, all right.
Well, thankfully that really won't be here until May.
Right. Like,
you can do the crafting one right now, but that's about it.
WoW has one sub, is absolutely right. You can play the classic stuff, you can do whatever. They have one sub. And it's just it's a really good value proposition.
That that's been lacking from a lot of places right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's essentially kind of one of the biggest things we're seeing more than anything else. Like, I understand the frustration that people have with the Switch 2 pricing and game pricing. Absolutely understand. And I think essentially it kind of highlights just how everybody's just like absolutely been squeezed. We haven't, you know, our people's incomes haven't gone up to compete, and then you just factor that enough time on that, and that's what you have. But that being said, it's interesting to now look at the contrast. You have Expedition 33 and Oblivion Remake both coming in at $50. That in and of itself, there is just this, I don't know. It's like at $50, it's $50 and $40 just seem to be these price points for games that help out a lot. Because I think for every $10 in terms of cost, like the expectations, it's a multiplier or something like that. It's got to be, because the argument is that no game's worth 80. And I was like, well, I think people would have said that Baldur's Gate 3 is, or Grand Theft Auto 6, you know, would be worth that price. And it's like, yeah, it's really kind of what the market decides. But my goodness,
It's still kind of subjective.
It's always going to be subjective for sure. Because like, I like turn-based, you know, RPGs, and you know, Expedition 33 checks that box, you know. Let's see, did I, if I can bypass? Yeah, they're all the way down here. Just kind of run around. Yeah, absolutely. I've got it installed already on the Xbox and on my PC. Yeah, I'm playing it via Game Pass, so there's people who have access to it right now, but it's officially launching in, oh no, I'm in trouble. It's officially launching in like 6 hours or something like that. I am not staying up to play that. There we go. Woo! That comes out of nowhere. One of the things I'm really excited about is that with the update, we're gonna have the ability to straight up have 4 rune slots per weapon. It's not gonna be restricted. And holy smokes, Phantom Echo with a $10 super chat. I think this might be the first super chat of the year. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I saw that YouTube added some kind of thing called a goal, and it won't let me set that now. So I guess before streams, if we want to come up, if you guys have some things that you could think of that would be kind of it's like a fun goal. Like I'm game for suggestions, because I couldn't think of anything because I stream so rarely. Dude, Phantom, how you been, man? Happy April. So James says they bought Expedition 33. They don't keep their GP sub active every month, so they don't want to lose access. Totally understand that. But you also then just resub for Oblivion, right? So I keep my my sub up all the time. I do wonder if there's ever going to be a time where I don't. But with the kids and with the like all the range of games that we all play, it's just a part of the package. It is just part of how it goes. Oh no. I'm really looking forward to when this game like adds stats on how many times you've died to this, that, and the other thing. Died drowning. That's what I'm about to do. Here we go. How many times have I fallen to my death? All right, go this way. I got Starfield on Steam, so I was like, despite having Game Pass, I was like, I want to play it on Steam.
Some ways it's a better deal.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed Starfield. It's so funny that it's still controversial. I get the critique, but all in all, like I've, having not been a Fallout player, then it's like, all right, this is all new to me. This is fun. And now I'm actually, interestingly enough, enjoying Oblivion way more than I originally did the first time I was playing through it. I guess, I don't know, I guess there is some kind of memory knowledge that is like kind of kicking in, and I'm like, oh, okay. Says, Phantom Echo says, I walked 12 miles in 3 days just trying to get rid of the dad bod. I love this nice weather. Dude, way to go, man. That is incredible. Are you doing anything dietary-wise outside of the walking? The walking's great, for sure. I know, like, I've been trying to, like, take walking breaks while the weather is good and trying to hit, you know, several different steps per day, but I don't think I have anywhere close to 12 miles in 3 days. I did manage to get most of the kids riding their bikes without training wheels, so it has made us as a family going on walks way easier. Because no matter what, there would always be a time where, like, if we tried to push the kids kind of too far, they'd kind of get tuckered out, you know, and drag them, you know, and it's like, oh man, we really, you know, now it's like, yeah, just they're on their bikes, just riding. They do get tuckered out, but we have way more length. Trying to stay away from the sweets, dude. Abso-freaking-lutely. I, you know, like, it kind of feels, I'm not trying to brag, but it's like the thing my wife says that she wishes that she had available to her was my lack of a sweet tooth. Like, I occasionally, and it's like, there are definitely sweets that are just too sweet, but I enjoy, you know, something, you know, a sweet very, on a very big occasion. So kind of basically, to point, you know, to put it in context, like, what does that really mean? It's like, on Sundays, I'll have fruit. and I love fruit, but it's like, you start thinking to, like, oh yeah, like a muffin or, you know, cookie or something like that. All those are good things. They're definitely enjoyable, but the, it ends up being where I tend to just kind of save Sunday for the fruit, and, you know, that seems to be my splurge. Doctor said walked or die, so I walked. That's a smart dog. James says, funny situation, I started walking 3 miles a day after work. Wife accused me of cheating. Holy crap. Probably shouldn't have told her I got married because I got tired of working out. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Dude, I'm proud of both of you guys. Good job. Good job. Boom, baby. All right. And hello to everybody watching over on Twitch. Thanks, guys, and thanks for the 7 likes on this this impromptu stream. Tell your wife to join you. That's the real secret. That's the real trick. It's like, hey, let's all go. Let's all go for a walk. All right, we are 800 experience points away from the next level. We'll grab another bounty. Oh yeah, that's what I was coming. I was coming here to cook some food. What is 50, 35, 75? Yeah, I can't make the really powerful food. I guess that's the highest, but I need tomatoes. Increased stamina, we'll grab that. Oh, 40. Yeah. What's my favorite enchantment or infusion? Let's see here. I have to look over them. Anything that gives me focus on damage dealt. The do I have it here? Attacks, damage, gain 1% focus on damage dealt right there. I like damage dealt. I like anything that's feeding me focus and stamina. So that way I can rock and roll with that. Gotta figure out something else for that. For some reason, it won't let me actually use my bow on this. I don't know if I did something wrong, or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. What else is there? There's also the focus slowly increases while you're just kind of standing around. focus regeneration. Yeah. Especially because on this is it's a, you know, I'm trying to build it like a mage, you know. And then in terms of this, damage increased, rune attack 30% bonus. I have that actually already exalted. Focus increased by 100 and focus gain increased. So lots of good stuff right there. All right. I need to clean up inventory. All this is heavy armor. Heavy body, heavy body. See, less heavy, but still heavy. I think if I equip it, yeah, puts me right into heavy. Oh man, I really want to get rid of that. This piece. I wonder if maybe I could, maybe the vendor's got something for me. Just heavy armor here. Maybe I should go to the cloth outfitters. All right. That's cleric vestments. That's definitely a contender. Cleric bonnet. Yeah, let's go with the vestments. And let's see if we can't enhance that. PoE 2 is in early access, but it's also on consoles, and so that like ends up helping it out a lot, I think. You tried even take the dog with you. It's not my fault when people see a man with a cute dog, they want to talk to you. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I've got the stuff that I want. Focus increase. Stamina increase. Weight decrease. Deals 1 to 2 cold damage on damage taken. That's fascinating. That's a health increase. Focus increase. I might just see what happens if she enchants it and buy a few more needed. How did it roll? How did it roll? Okay, got a blue. Deals 4 plague damage on damage taken. Health increased by 14%. Plague resistance increased by 16. All right, I'll take it. And then enchant. Infuse it. With health increase. I already have a health increase on that one. Maybe do a focus. Or stamina. Stamina. There we go. Oof. Cool. There we go. Now I do not have that horrible perk. All right. Here. Yep, hour and a half from attempting to pre-order a Switch. Oh, gotta run this way. All right, this is in Nameless Pass when pigs fall. All right, let's go find out where exactly in Nameless Pass. All right, up here.
Someone must really want you dead.
Oh, jeez. So many arrow guys. The food changes, I think, are going to be really fascinating to see. Because it's going to be like you can kind of fill up. I know the new update is on the 30th. And I think from a timeline perspective, I think it's either 10 a.m. Central or 11 that it goes live for everybody.
Also depends on what store you're going to.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, that would suck. I mean, it's only on Steam right now, so I think it would be universal. But yeah, we'll be covering the patch notes. You know, there's and any other new information that drops out. Oh, it's behind me. All right, so if it's 11 a.m. EST, then yes, that'll be 10 o'clock. Great. I've taken like 3 days off work. We'll see if I use all 3 days because I'm, you know, trying to also not burn too much PTO on playing video games. Because it's like I want to do some stuff with the kids and make sure I have plenty of time that I can take off for Christmas. So I was trying to. That's why I always I told my. Oh, I guess we get down there. My boss is like, one of the best things that you can give me is PTO. All right, so they're all down there. Let's see, do I? Nope. Yeah, I'm with you. That's why, like, for me, I took off the 3 days because I don't want to be like, I'm off and now I'm back on, but I might end up, you know, we'll see. We'll see how far I get because I do want to, because we get the hardcore mode coming into the game. There's lots that I want to check out, so I'm sure that I'm going to find plenty of things to do. There we go. Okay, those are some of the enemies that I need to beat. So Morgat asks, what is PTO? And what it is paid time off. So some companies do it like vacation days. How it works with the companies that I tend to have worked for is you get it as just basically hours. So I accrue 6.7 hours per month of PTO. So roughly 2 weeks off a year. And as you're with the company longer, you eventually get tiered up into kind of higher accrual rates. They allow you with PTO because it is a debt that the company holds. Some companies do allow you to actually cash out your PTO like at a reduced rate or something like that. So if you're like, I really don't need it, I'm getting close, because they tend to also cap it to try and force people to use it. They'll let you sell it for money. I never have sold PTO. What's up, Code Breaker? How have you been, sir? He says, update, I look to test for promotion to lieutenant. If I make it, I get my own crew and station. Dude, do you know when that test's going down? I'll keep you in my prayers, man. That's huge. I think my father-in-law, he got up to captain, or like he was, in charge of the whole station. It was pretty epic. I think I'm looking for another one. I don't know. I didn't see any down there unless you guys saw them. Yeah, like that's kind of my thought. There's going to be some differences, right? Because we got new weapons like the wands, we got the gauntlets. There's a ton of different, build opportunities already in that. Unlocking the crucible, unlocking the respec, got respecking the builds with enchantments. New area, new story. It's gonna be fun. Hardcore mode. I'm really interested in hardcore. I was like, do I start? Do I literally? Is that the entry point that I make into this new update? Is just straight to hardcore. Lord knows I've fallen to my death enough that there'll be some sad times. There he is. He's right there. Okay. Can I see from over here? No. Yeah. Is that it? Got it. Oh, you took it last week. Okay, when do you find out, man? Oh, they should just release the update right now? Man, I bet they want to. It's been a year. It's been a good year. This is... put more time into this game than any other game. I'm like, yeah, I know. They're going to reset. They're going to do all kinds of stuff. Let's go. All right. Return that in. Blackwater says, my understanding is Crucible will have XP again. This is correct. Now, I think it's going to be obviously at a reduced rate, but I don't personally care. I've seen some ideas floated around about like unlocking it, with upgrades and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, that all sounds good. But I think what they've put it at is like literally like 10% normal XP gain. I'm like, great. Because right now you see me running around the open world and I don't want them to... I love the gameplay of open world stuff and Crucible for a little bit, open world back and forth. But the fact that they've taken the XP out of the Crucible completely, I don't run Crucible on this character. There's no point because I'm not progressing, in that regards. And I'm like, okay. Got to do these bounties. How close? Oh, you're so close to the next level. All right, where do they want me to go? Law and Order. Oh. Oh, is it in the Black Trench? That's right. Okay. Pet the dog. Yeah, hopefully this, with the update finally rolling out, I'm really hopeful that they'll start to put some timelines on when we're going to actually get the multiplayer added to the game. Ugh, excuse me. I would assume so. I'm assuming we can get any of those perks that we've unlocked. But we will find out for sure. Such a fun boss fight. Really can't wait to see what new bosses they have in store for us. Down here. Oh crap! He scared me. Let's go down and take these guys out. Every little bit of XP helps. So you can't access the new realms with the old characters. That's correct. But can you access the old realms with your new character? I don't think so. I think they're legit. Like it's just kind of like archived. I'm sure like we'll for sure test that out. And if it ends up being the case, like, okay, good to know. Asthmaful, how have you been? It's been a while since we've talked. I hope you're doing well, and thank you. I highly recommend it. Like, man, I tell you, yes, level up, baby, level 26. Gaming feels so much better when you just force yourself to step away for a while. Honestly, what's interesting is that I kind of was, been catching up, like. People had sent videos for me to watch, so I've been doing reactions to them. So you'll see those roll out here and also on the MMO channel. And like, it's interesting because it's like I don't think there was a lot of things that really happened, unless you guys have an idea. But over the last 50 days, I was like, well, it's kind of been. I didn't really miss much, We had the Wicked inside, which was cool. We had the Switch 2 event, which was cool, and those were the two things I was like. Yeah, I'm gonna take a pause on my break and go watch that live. But then outside of that, like I can't think of anything that was just like truly like groundbreaking in terms of either positive or negative. Asmaful says I'm doing pretty good. Been leveling up in real life, so wasn't too focusing on games lately. Dude, way to keep leveling up that real life stuff. That's where your stat allocation points truly matter in the real world. All right. I've been working on obviously intelligence. What do I need? Because I can't technically use this until I'm at 42, baby. There we go. 42. Now it is no longer weakened. I guess I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna sit on this 1 point for now. Let's see here. Now, here's my unique wand. Let's take a look at these skills. Okay, hold on. Is there a way to see the skills? Oh yeah, Ice Sweep, Glacial Spike, Hail, and Blink. So if I use Blink, woo, baby. Then, big old spinny ice thing. What's this one do? Boom. And then, yeah, I love it. Let's play with it. Has anybody ever got the unique bow? Oh my gosh, I don't think I have. Let me swap character real quick. Did I get that on my... Because I have an archer build. No. I have not. I've gotten a few more uniques here, but yeah, I've not gotten that bow. Maybe we do some Crucible runs here real quick. See if we get lucky. That'd be so wild. But no, I have not seen that bow. You have every unique? That's phenomenal. Outside of the bow. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it's just... See, what would be fine is, like, let's say they took some of those echoes and you can turn them into XP or something, like, it doesn't have to be... Oh, it's getting crazy already. I'm rusty. I'm rusty.
Hmm.
Go grab these. So when you were farming those weapons, Black, was that primarily like in the Crucible, or did you get lucky just like with the open world bosses and stuff? Oh, and Morgat with the follow. Why didn't I get that notification popping up? Thanks for hitting that follow button over on Twitch. I got it. Get out of there. Whew. Ah. There we go. Now I'm starting to turn the tides. That's what we want. Yo, No Rest for the Wicked trailer looked. Oh, dude, that new trailer, Dune. I got confused because I saw your name and I was like, it's Doom, but I was like, oh wait, new Dune trailer, which I don't know if you guys have been following the Dune MMO. Seems interesting. Gonna be another sandbox, so MMO players are gonna flock to it because it's new and then hate it because it's sandbox. Yeah, I got the one unique. I got uniques from the bosses. So like the like if I look at just the gear I have. It's the snoo. I got the snoo from the Riven twins. First drop, you know, first kill. Nice. All right, let's go see if the treasure chest is over here. There's never been a treasure chest for me. One of these days. Yeah, unique to the gameplay mechanic aspect. You know, I agree. It's interesting because it's like I want them. But I'm kind of having like, you know, you see me, I'm still using this. I'm not using these guys because I'm like, I've tried it. Also, I don't use like, you know, the bow. I built this bow custom, you know. Getting that stamina on damage dealt, getting that focus on damage dealt. It's like, and then you know, exalting it, pushing it to those maximums. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Sponge says, haha, you got the right of it. I got into the playtest, not for me. On the Dune MMO, it's curious that you got into it. I was going to say, like, have y'all followed Marathon at all? Like, I was watching some streams today and I was like, this does not look good. So I don't know if that... Can I sell stuff? Oh, I don't want to buy. I want to sell. Oh, he doesn't let me sell. Any items to exalt? Nothing here. All that's upgraded. Cool. Doesn't that game come out in June? I got some catching up to do on all the different Dune stuff. I got a... It's so funny because like I know I spent so much money on Ashes of Creation. I still have not played it. Good. I'm glad they pushed. All right, we'll just go to the next chamber. Ooh. You think we'd learn a lesson? Dude, I tell you though, man, I want to jump back into Final Fantasy 11. Just need to find the time. I think, man, it would help me out so much if they were like, yeah, it's coming to GeForce Now, or it's coming back to you know, like the fact that we have not got a remake of that game is, I think, is really tragic. Feed me, Seymour.
Like going to clean their house first before they can even think about expanding and stuff like that.
That's true. I wonder if yeah, like I'm kind of just, because some of the stuff we know that they've been working on, and you know, it's like we got the Final Fantasy 9 remake. I wonder what the hell Tactics is, but yeah, I think we've probably seen a lot, you know, them move away from all these exclusivity deals because I just don't think it's working out in their favor. So you're playing retail multi-boxing with 4 characters? Dude, that's amazing. We need to I need to resub. Play some 11, come join you guys. Oh, I haven't even used any of my echoes at all. All right, let's see. Let's take a look here. Let's do that. Health increased by 30, but stamina, nah. 10%. Nah, let's reroll. All. Ooh, Broken Phoenix. Revive once upon being killed by enemies with 100% of your health. Okay. Focus gain increase, yes. Enemies movement speed reduced. Sure. Damage shall increase by 2% every 15 kills. Damage of rune attacks increase 10. Constantly emit a fire pulse, dealing heat damage to enemies within a small radius. I don't have enough points now. Okay, cool. Now we got some perks going on. That's just how powerful this build is, man. It's just OP. Now it's even more. Let's see if I get some of the like crazy perks or something like that. All right, dude. Beautiful. Out of there. Oh, thanks Nightbot for the reminder saying if you know you got Amazon Prime, you've got Twitch Prime, which gives you a free Prime sub every month that you can manually renew. No pressure to spend it on me, but Nightbot doing my work for me to remind you guys.
Bot will pimp you when needed.
Yeah, I was sitting here. I was like, I've seen some cool like plugins and stuff for streaming. I'm like, yeah, if we get to where I'm able to play more and stream regularly, I'll look at setting those up. Right now, I'm kind of thinking, because the gym isn't open at 4 or 5 in the morning on Saturday. I was like, maybe I'll do a early Saturday morning stream from like 5 to 8 or something like that, or 9. That might be fun. Be able to actually like, all right, here's the game that I'm working on, leveling and whatnot. Join me early. or maybe I'll get the EU crew out there. There we go. Yeah, level up.
Nice.
Oh, I love this one. Like they just kind of fall to their, drop to their doom.
Well, that you like giving them a fire blast to the face.
Yeah. So Randy and those who've been following the Dune Awakening, like what do they need to do to make it Good. Is it just a function of time, like, or is the core of the game good? It just needs refinement, or? All right. Do we want to grab any extras? Cool. All right. See if we can take out this guy. Oh, come on. Hit him, not aiming randomly. Ah. Pointless damage is pointless. Oof. Come on, hit him. No, don't get down there. Whew. Oof. Come on. Oof. No, wrong way. Oh. Yeah. Boom, baby. And falling sky again. Oh, man. I got a lot of fallen skies from this guy already. I need to get some more water. All right. So Randy says, I played for maybe 6 hours. So take that, say, with a grain of salt. The new player experience in walking through the intro quests needs some major work. And to be fair, there haven't been 2 play tests since I've played, so I haven't been back. My advice on this one, in a typical game named AAA title fashion, is wait 3 to 6 months before jumping in. Man, how many MMOs would have had, like, it's such a weird phenomenon because you do need people to show up. And then you need those people to also be like cool with things not working right out the gate. It's like, Ducky Love says, I hope that the battles with limited food isn't going to be too much for me. Kind of scared about that. I got to learn not to just mash buttons and really study the enemy and their movesets. It's going to be neat to see how that plays out too, Ducky, namely because when they talk about, you know, not that we're getting skill trees with the update next week, but when they talk about like skill trees and all these kind of updates, like I think there'll be ways to kind of offset that and obviously like increase your overall cooldown one way or the other. Perfect. Thank you guys for the 15 likes on YouTube. All right. Man, how wild would it be? Give me the bow. Give me the bow. Give me that bow. Fetid Club. Two-handed Great Club. Pale Ash. Interesting. Good bow for farming money. What is this? Just 5 coins? Take it all. Yeah, I was like, I think there's one more chest. I don't know if they will allow for a rotating camera. I wonder if they'll do like a photo mode or something like that, but we will see. All right, we are 50 minutes from Switch 2 pre-ordering. I'm gonna go refresh my drink, so I'll be right back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
There it is. All right. Realign the back. Realign that spine. Oh, he's kicking my butt. I'm down. That was not a good run. A much cleaner start. So DP3000 says, may I ask what your day job is? You remind me of my old high school football coach. First time seeing your mug. Dude, that's one of my favorite Shane Gillis's jokes. He's like, I was built to be a high school football coach. No, so I'm a software engineer as a profession. So I make software for businesses and all kinds of stuff like that. Beyond that, though, I'm also been working on my own video game, and I've been putting a little bit of work into it. We're gonna start spending some money on it, getting the devs, because I realized, yeah, I have all the technical knowledge to be able to make a game, and I've made a few. I've never actually released anything, and I was like, okay. Wait, let me just I have a couple people that help me out. Well, let me just tap into them. You know, give them some of the money because they got more free time than I do. And so we're still finalizing the design document. So there's dude, I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you guys when we get much closer. To set a time frame though, most likely we might show off some art stuff at the end of this year. Development and more will more or less kick up maybe 2026 as a thing, because they're still wrapping up some projects. We're trying to make, with any project, you want to make sure you have the time, the money, and the resources to be able to get it to completion. It's nowhere as ambitious in my mind as this game, but I've already I like how No Rest handles this. We're gonna incorporate something similar. Oh, dude, absolutely. There will be a friends and family and Discord, yeah, there'll be. We will definitely try to get some feedback and try to make it as fun as possible. I played high school football, and then now I have knee problems because of it. And then I ended up playing college baseball, DP. That's what paid for my education, which was really helpful. All right, I think I got destroyed by that one guy last time. What's up, John Paul? How you doing? He says, I absolutely love how No Rest incorporates the Bow Ranger class into the game. It's probably my favorite ranged combat. Dark Souls, like, dude, it's also overpowered as all get out, John. At least this build is. Yeah, sit down. You sit down too. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this build, but I'm gonna have to see if I can't recreate it in the new update. Yeah, feed me, Seymour. Ba-da-na-na. Ba-da-na-na-na. Tell you, YouTube is so squirrely sometimes. I hit a bunch. Oh, come on. Actually, let's see here. Damage increased by 3% for each echo acquired. Wow, let's take it. No, maximum health increased by 50. Damage dealt. Nope. Respawn after being killed by enemies with 74% of your health, but maximum health reduced. I don't know. Maybe. Damage dealt increases by every kill. Focus regeneration. Reroll. Life still 50% of damage dealt, but maximum health reduced. Oh, rough. Not taking that one. Enemies take 10% more elemental damage. Elemental damage increased. Regenerate 5% on kill or stagger. I'll take that one. Treasure chests. Wes, dude, thank you so much. Wes dropping 5 community gifted subs over on Twitch. Congratulations to those who got them. That moves us up on the member goal. Go to my, yep, there we go. Member goal. Ah. Come on, I'm clicking on the wrong stuff. There it is. There we go. All right, 5 of 25 for every 25 things. Members, subs, etc. I gift out 5 back to the community. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate that. It's got, like, you and each flounder are the only names I see right now over on the Twitch side. We got Solemn, it looks like he was the last member over here. Oh, yes! Large XP potion. That's actually kind of what I'm hungry and here for, just to kind of feed these XP potions to my mage.
Well, that can be a bad visual at times.
What is?
Oh, just having my name repeated over and over and over again on your screen there.
Yeah, Phantom Echo taking like the all-time cheer. Yeah, that helps today. I haven't been streaming at all. All right. Oh. Oh, come on. Hit the guy. Perfect. Oh.
Texas without AC is a sin.
Oh, dude, I think that's the only way people can really truly live here.
Mine has been down for months.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, you gonna be okay
heater,
this summer?
AC. Well, I was gonna get it fixed today, but then the power company decided it'd be a good day to like put off power to the street and rebuild half the block.
Good night. Sucks.
So that'd be the other reason why I haven't been able to play recently, if there's no electricity or no AC for the computer to run.
So, Blackwater says, all right, trivia question for everybody. After you beat the Echo Knight, if you go back to Central, he tells you something special. What does he say? I have no idea. I didn't know that. Like, are you able to go to his chamber after beating the Echo Knight, or is this like on the next playthrough? Very curious. Boom, baby. Just the next playthrough. Oh, and I skipped over it. Huh. I need to pay attention. He says you are the Echo Knight. Is that true? Blackwater Pirate? That's what Morgat says is his answer. Which is freaking cool if that's true. So you felled the Echo Knight, yet you are here again. Maybe you are the Echo Knight. Very cool. I've been the Echo Knight the whole time. All right, let's see here. I wish they still had that, like, that witch in the center. Kind of like that. Wonder if they'll have those variations still. A bow staff, that'd be really cool. I think that, like, when it's all said and done, there's going to be, like, so many build options and variety. It's going to be wild. Have him chase me over here. Oh no. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm really excited to check out, like, the pipe. How does that play? I really am excited that we're going to get all those new options in terms of like They're not going to limit your runes. Ooh, yeah. Take that. And we'll reroll all. All right. Let's do it again. I got greedy. I took that hit because of greed. Oh, and I knocked him down too. Oh, got greedy. Getting greedy. Got him. Gotta heal. Ah, stop wasting that. Woo! He got me. Did I set up macros to buy the Switch? No. Give me this insight. I was going to click and pray. They showed off pipes in the trailer, Morgat. They showed it like in game. I mean, I guess they might not include it, but I mean, we could pull up the trailer. What were they? I mean, let's pull up the trailer. Ma. It's like in the Wicked Inside, not the trailer. 1 second. Nope. I was trying to guess. All right, 1 second. And swap to desktop mode. All right, there we go. All right, let's see here. That was like halfway.
Now, gear that used to only drop in earlier zones might just drop again, but at a higher level.
Oh yeah, okay, so you have played.
We tried this
There's
out,
no pipes,
and we ultimately see a much higher variety of gear throughout our playthroughs. We think it's a much more enjoyable looting experience.
I swear that they showed
Another
it.
big aspect that defines your build is, of course, the enchantments. So far, if your gear didn't drop with the enchantments you needed, your item would never reach its full potential. But we came up with a solution.
We'll see if they show it off.
If an item
Hey,
dropped
what's
with
up,
less
Divine
than
Killer?
maximum possible amount of enchantments, you can now use a fallen ember to add another random enchantment to it.
I'm excited about that.
And if you have an enchantment on one
I
of
need to
your
figure
items
out
that doesn't quite
what
fit your
James means by
playstyle,
macros.
fallen embers can now be used to re-roll that particular enchantment. Of course, fallen embers are also still used for
Depends on where you're
respeccing your
pre-ordering.
character, which makes
Doing it
embers
from
insanely
Nintendo directly
valuable.
or doing it from a shop like Best Buy.
So like Nintendo hasn't officially done it like direct yet. So it's going to like tonight I'm shooting for, what do I have? I have a couple browser windows open. I've got Best Buy, Walmart, and Target.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got these up on the pre-order page. Say hello to Switch 2 at 12 a.m. Eastern. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, I'm going for the Mario Kart bundle. I know people are like frustrated that Mario Kart's like $80. I was like, at the bundle, it's 50. It's like, I'm getting it here. All right. So I'm on that page. Switch 2.
I'm pretty sure they'll add the Switch 2 titles to their voucher program.
Yeah.
Which the voucher does drop the price of those. If it's an $80 game, it actually, if it ends up dropping it, if they say true to formula, it still drop it to the $50 price because you can only purchase 2 vouchers at a time for $100. So that means each voucher for each game is going to make the game price drop to 50, and it's the only way you actually can get Nintendo games on sale right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. I can't seem to sign in on Best Buy. I guess I should probably just create an account. Create an account. Like I'm sure I have. Three. Might let it play.
We also introduced a new weapon rarity, Masterworks. Any Masterwork starts out as just a common item. If you decide to forego the RNG aspects of Wicked, you can bank on
Cinnabon's
gems
a good
in
website
order
to
to
have
fully
up.
customize your item.
What's up, Bobtastic?
Gems
How you
will
doing?
now show you exactly what effect they'll have depending on which item you slot them into. In our case here, we want to craft a build that heavily relies on and synergizes with focus. The benefit of common items is that we can completely customize them. Once we've fitted the maximum amount of gems into them, they now become a masterwork.
I'm now signed in.
In general, we've introduced a whole slew of new weapons, runes, and armor sets. We've also iterated on our list of enchantments in
I'm gonna
order
add
to
my
enable the creation
payment
of
method.
entirely new builds, while ridding ourselves of the enchantments that led to overpowered builds. Given that and the new loot drop algorithm, the sky is the limit when it comes to build variety.
We also conducted a major balance pass on our stats, and we noticed that quite a lot of you didn't use shields all that much. So we changed the way they work.
I'm excited about the
Instead
shield
of draining
changes.
stamina, shields are now based around poise and stagger, and we try to ensure that each shield archetype feels unique. So we can't wait to see all your new sword and board builds.
Last but not least, if you've become a master at playing No Rest for the Wicked, you should try our new hardcore characters.
I'm looking forward to this.
Permadeath is enabled for these, so once these characters die, they get downgraded to non-hardcore characters that can only be played on regular realms. I wonder who will be the first player to slay the Econite with a hardcore character.
I doubt it's gonna be me. just based off of my
Naturally,
timeline and
we
schedule.
also spent quite some time introducing a wide range of quality of life features and polished up what you've played so
trying
far
to add a
from West for the
payment method
Wicked.
on Best Buy.
For
It's like-
example, we've noticed that a lot of your houses looked similar to this one. Storage has always been incredibly important in any ARPG. On our current live builds, players can stack all that many items, and sorting hasn't been ideal yet. Let's switch over to our Breach update. We fixed that right up, and now allow players to stack a whole lot more items within their chests. And items now also get sorted in a
I'm
beautiful way.
on Best Buy. Your website's been crazy.
While we're in our home, we can show off another cool
Probably 'cause
feature
a
we
bunch of
added.
people are probably signing at once.
It's like I was like, all
We've
I'm
added
trying to do is
whisper
add a payment
stones,
method,
which enable fast travel to and from your house.
and it keeps the
So
site.
if you just
the
want to
site's
quickly drop
struggling.
off items and gear while you're out and about, instead of having to first
Alright.
warp to Sacrament and then run to your home, you can now save that one step. Remember that you can place one Whisper Stone per house, so if you own multiple ones, you can even fast travel between them.
Our next change regards food cooldowns. We've removed the classic cooldowns entirely. Now you can consume meals instantly. However, your stomach is no longer a bottomless pit. You have a limited number of meals you can eat during combat.
There you go. I'll do this on Walmart.
You'll be able to upgrade this limit through Plague Ichor, letting you extend how many times you can heal or buff yourself in battle. This new approach aims to make combat more engaging and dynamic, rather than forcing players to just wait for a timer.
Time ticks ever forward.
We know timers and project wait times have been a major discussion point in our community. We're adding a new feature so you can contribute food and ingredients to make Adanas' workers, speeding up whichever building project they're currently tackling. We're always listening to your feedback, and we will keep iterating on the system. If you have thoughts, please keep sharing them.
And of course, we've been hard at work meticulously optimizing performance. If you notice any poor performance in a machine before, the Breach update should drastically improve your experience.
All right, 20 minutes.
Speaking of improvements, our DLSS implementation has been updated to a newer version, which results in much crisper image and even better performance. And these are just a few highlights. In total, we are counting more than 11,000 changes.
Now, chat saying like you're limited on heals. That seems challenging. It is kind of got that Souls-like, but then you also see that it would benefit your build to take, because there are healing runes. There are the ability to cure you. You can cure yourself. This is to the Breach. Man, dude, when I reacted to it, I was like, oh, there's the pipes. Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, I'm gonna have to trust Morgath because he has played the Breach. Let's go see what this replayability section is. We got about 19 more minutes until I hope that I can.
Our intention for No Rest for the Wicked
me a
was
switch.
always to provide players with an insane amount of content, even after they finish the campaign. After the events that unfold throughout the Breach, our Spilled Blood questline continues, as any area within Isola Sacra can now be overtaken by the Pestilence. Once an area is infected, you'll suddenly have to fight enemies that you never encountered before in these areas. Defeat these enemies, and they might just drop all new Torn resources. Torn resources can be burned at any fire in order to further increase the challenge within an infected area.
So James asks, do my kids care whether they get a Switch or Switch 2 or not? I told my kids that they need to get a job. I remember I busted my butt as a kid mowing yards and stuff like that to save up money, and I bought a Super NES, SNES. Now you're like, oh, those are like 200 some odd dollars. Yeah. And then when you think for inflation, they're actually they were more expensive than the Switch 2 is today. That all being said, is the kids absolutely, I watched the live event with them, James. They were excited. They were like, oh, Dad, can you get us one? Can you get me one? I'm like, you can go work for one. You know, I'll let you, like, so we're thinking about starting a business with the kids, like, and I'll supply this stuff, like figure out what's a good soap, get some like power wash something, and then go around all the different area and kind of post on Nextdoor or whatever to see about having them like go clean out people's trash bins for, you know, 15, 20 bucks or something like that. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's just go clean. Let's go do some work. And, you know, so I'm going to put my kids to work. There is obviously a temptation. I was like, yeah, I'd love to get a Switch, you guys, but I was like, yeah, we'll just get some Pro Controllers. We'll play 4-player split screen, you know? Thank you, Morgat. We got 15 minutes mark. Boom, baby. Oh, is it at the 15 minutes, 10-second mark?
If you decide to forego the RNG aspects of Wicked, introduce the new weapon rarity, Masterwork aspects of Wicked. You can bank on gems aspects of Wicked. You can bank on gems. Masterworks.
I have to pause it.
Any Masterwork starts out as just a common item. If you decide to forego the RNG aspect,
so close.
If you decide to forego,
I see a lack of beard options and no rest for the wicked.
Yeah.
Should have more beard options.
if you decide to forego the RNG,
Gate lever handle. Okay, I saw this stuff and I was like, I think that's what threw me. Good catch. I was like, gosh, I do think it looked like this looks different, but maybe it was this thing that confused me. But good catch. Darn it, man. Breaking my heart. All right. I saw somebody said, how much is a Switch? The Switch 2 they have 2 price points. They have a bundle, which is $500. It comes with Mario Kart. The base model is $450. And I was thinking that maybe we would see them do, you know, like at $400 and coming in at that price point. But I think no matter what, people like, there is this sense of expectation that what people expect from a specific price point, and I think what we're kind of everybody's kind of waking up to is the reality that gaming just is not going to be what it used to be. However, the counterpoint to it is the Oblivion remake, which is coming in at $50. You have Expedition 33 coming in at $50. Like, you're seeing a bunch of games also come out and do pretty daggum well. And I think price has a huge point of it. I think price, and I've been making this argument for years. I think the price of a game immediately sets an expectation in your mind of what you hope to get out of it. And I think we've seen the price go up and the ability for game companies to deliver to go down. So there's the natural expectations not being met continually. It's like, yeah. And so I think what we'll end up seeing is new games more launching at a lower price point for the most part, and established IPs launching at a higher price point that have kind of a baked in community around them. All right, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna try see Best Buy one more time. It's okay. Best Buy is just being squirrely. We're never mind on Doom. What do you mean? Yeah, it keeps wanting me to sign in. All right, I will be attempting to pre-order today from Target and from Walmart.
If you try from Target, do it like you can do 1 minute early.
1 minute early on Target?
Mm-hmm.
On Target?
Yeah, so instead of it being right at 11 o'clock, you can try it at 10:59.
All right. No, that's not the model that I want in Walmart. I want the bundle. Summer's time pre-order start on April 24th. I do not want a protection plan. All right, and we will not be doxing myself today. It's like, where do you want your Switch 2 to be sent? And here's your credit card information. It's like, all right, guys, we're all cool, right? You're not going to financially ruin me.
We show up at your door.
Yeah. All right, let's watch this trailer together again. Now that Morgott has dashed all my hopes. I guess we'll have to wait more for. I guess I watched this on another. I don't know what signed in as.
We will send you encouragement cards. Yeah.
You have seen much, Seven. You have journeyed far. But you know nothing.
This island is scattered with the ruins of those who thought they were eternal.
Right.
Every day I worry we're one step closer
Absolutely
to joining
beautiful.
them.
And the music. I
Can you hear
do think I need to go play the Ori series.
voice?
I know it's different, but I need to find some time to make time for those games.
Me.
I know what you are, Saren. A prayer come too late.
Why are you here? To help? Or to prey on the weak like these vultures?
For too long, the plague has twisted our own bodies against
Try
us.
the phone method to see if that will work.
Let us return the favor.
Yeah, that magic
The gate falls.
looks awesome.
So may Sakra. Go, Serim. You must bend death
This
to
is
your
wild.
will.
Yeah. I like how that enemy throws birds. Hadouken!
No rest for the wicked. RSJ.
So yeah, this is the trailer for the Breach update, which is their big update that drops on April the 30th at 10 a.m. Central. We will be live streaming that. I am planning on taking off 3 days. I might roll that back just to save some of my PTO. So at a minimum, we're definitely gonna be playing the 30th. We'll see how I feel. It's like generally when live streaming, I think I have at maximum 4 hours before I'm just like, and that was nice. You know, it's like now it's time for me I need to do something else. There's never hope for pipes. Dadgummit. You used them in the build that you tested, had access to the console. Saw a lot of stuff. Wait, I'm assuming you meant you can't talk about. It's like, if you can talk about it, jump in the freaking Discord voice chat, man. Spill the spill the tea. 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I figured you can't. Like, I'm assuming Axis came with an NDA outside of the fact that like the devs broke their own NDA to let us know that you were playing.
Was it not include an NDA?
A 3-year NDA. Fascinating. Does that mean 2027 is the release of 1.0? I mean, cover their bases, I guess. Oh yeah, and it's like I paused it so I don't want console players to get their hopes up, but it says wish list now. Wish list now. As on PS5, Xbox Series X. We also know this is definitely coming to Switch 2, and it's going to have crossplay, cross prog, which is just so nice. At the end of the day, sometimes I want to play on a handheld, sometimes I want to play on a TV, sometimes I want to play on my computer. You know, just let my stuff be my, you know, I'm not going to start over on every different device. No. All right, 4 minutes. Sorry. No. 6 minutes. Excuse me. Find a cool picture to frame on.
Monty Python. Count of minutes countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 minutes, you twat.
Yeah,
Holy Grail is the best movie.
Dude, Holy Grail is so good. I need to rewatch Life of Brian. I remember I watched that, but I was like, I don't know, maybe I was 13. Probably more of it flew over my head. It's almost time. Pre-order start. Come on.
Mm-hmm. 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope. I mean, if I can end up locking down 2, that'd be sweet. Get one for me, one for Julie. If I am able to get more than that, then that would be good too, just to cover the bases. But no, the kids will not be getting those. Those will go out to those who are like, I wanted to Switch, could get one. All right. We'll give maybe, if we get to 100,000 subscribers on the channel, I'll give one away. I will bribe for that silver play button.
Or if they want one, they can wait until the Switch 2 Lite comes out at a lower price.
Well, that's the thing. Like the Switch Lite is such a great device for the kids side of it. Like the detachable thing. I'm like, that's what I'm like. Give me, oh man, if the Switch 2 was like, hey, we have a Switch 2, you can have it with the screen and dock and all that other stuff. But if you just want a dedicated 4K Switch 2, you know, here's a little box that plugs into your back of your TV and call it a day, you know. So, and then you just sync, you know, save data.
Yeah, and for all those who are like upset that the Switch 2 won't have a OLED screen, understand that they're going to release an updated version like a half a year from now that will have.
Oh man, I don't think a half a year. I think the OLED took a good 4 years. But what I probably will guarantee is the YouTubers out there will have the annual Switch 2 Pro. Is this the year of the Switch 2 Pro? Because that was like, it was Switch 2 Pro for like 4 years during the Switch original life cycle, and then it started switching to like, oh, the next Switch, you know. And finally this year they were right, because it was every January. That at least that's all that popped up into my feed.
I'm still sitting here with my original OG Switch.
Yeah,
that was the original Switch launch one.
That's what we have, because we can't find the OLED, and if it wasn't really truly working, you'd have to play it with the Pro controller. That's the only way that would work. Yeah, hopefully we can find out where the kids lost it. But yeah, like I was like, that's the one I was kind of using. I kind of protected that for a long time. I think if I get, a Switch 2, I'm gonna have to kind of be more protective of it and not let the kids go Go nuts with it. It's like, come on, guys. This ain't cheap. This ain't cheap. Walmart's being weird.
We're probably starting to get swamped. We're down to the last 2 minutes.
It said hold my spot and keep shopping. What the heck? Oh, I'm in line. Estimated wait time 11 minutes. Okay. On Walmart. Oh, dude, virtual lines? Come on, let's go. It's like,
Yeah, Best Buy still has not gone live with theirs, so.
no. Well, I'm not gonna. Best Buy was giving me problems site wide, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna. Oh.
Yeah, I was logged into them on my phone, so I'm gonna try it that way for myself. No guarantee it'll work, but whatever.
Walmart says 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What position are you in, Nikki? Oh no, something went wrong. Reload the page.
Of course.
Of course. Oh yeah, people are slamming Target, baby. It doesn't let me add it to the cart yet. It's nice that I'm in line over on Walmart. I appreciate that. I'm not leaving the line. So I was like, hold my spot? Keep shopping? No. You don't understand. I want this.
Okay. It is the time.
Pre-order. Pre-orders have sold out on Target. Is that even true? Can that be true? Come on. I have to think it's a site issue.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is having or seen that on Target. There's just no way.
The heck.
Oh, there we go. Free order. Boom. Check out. I filled in all my information. Why is it making me do it again? It's spinning on Target. On Target. Walmart's got me at 7 minutes in line. Nikki's at 4 minutes, and that was 3 minutes ago. Ooh, Nikki's at 1 minute on Walmart. Yeah, Target was giving me all kinds of problems. I just kept refreshing, which I'm sure is causing those problems.
Best Buy not updating.
You got Walmart? All right, Nikki. Congrats. Wish Target would. It's just spinning. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I'm at 6 minutes on Walmart. 5 minutes. What? That's promising. Hopefully they have some for me here in 5 minutes. 1 second, my wife's calling.
Struck out.
All right. Four minutes on Walmart. Target is still spinning out.
Probably being overwhelmed.
Yeah. I don't want to do anything to.
And Best Buy hasn't made it live yet, so.
Server responded with a status of 408. I'm debating if I should refresh the Target page or if I should just let it. Confirm card number. Like, why do you make me? I did all this pre this.
Oh well.
1 minute on Walmart. Just keep ahead and place my order on the target until Walmart decides to do anything. Hopefully Walmart's easy. Oh, there we go. Pre-order. Walmart. How do I check out and buy? It says 9 minutes left to buy. Come on. Nikki, do you know where the buy button was? Because it literally has free shipping, pre-order, price guarantee. I do not see a buy button at all. It was on the right for you. I'll refresh. It says pre-order 1 added. Come on. Oh, cart. Continue to check out. Please wait a moment, try again. It's counting down. No, Walmart's giving me errors.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't like me wanting to use that card. Go with PayPal. PayPal spinning. Move card. Okay. Card number. We'll do this other one.
Well,
Got it. Woo! Woo! All right, let's see here. Does it give me a confirmation code? It does. Perfect. Take a screenshot of this. Perfect. All right, continue shopping. Purchase history. Sweet, awesome. Thanks, Nikki. I appreciate your help because I was like, where the heck is this thing? All right, let me see if I bought that. I was gonna like call that a day on it. Let me see if I can get some of these pro controllers pre-order. Yeah, Max 2. All right. Okay. Sweet. Got two. Stop. Let me go back to game. Souls. Scenes. Game scene. Cool. Now let me close this down. I can open up my notebook. Yep, right there. You want to share that. And quick notes. And what else? Where's the other window? All right, buy target. You can. Not gonna worry about that. Let me grab the screen of this just because I need it. Sweet. Sweet action, Jackson. Awesome. All right, at least one has been secured. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being a part of this. If you guys are trying to get a Switch 2, I wish you guys all the luck in trying to get that as well. This is really nice, but it is late, and I think it's time for me to go to sleep. Thank you, Wes, again for those 5 gifted subs over on Twitch. Really means a lot. And thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you watched all the way through of this on a VOD, thank you. I hope that you're doing really well. And if you ever want to hang out, be sure to hit that like, sub, and that bell, or be a part of the Discord, so that way you don't miss that we're hanging out and having some good old fun times. Anyway, till next time, everybody, take care.